We got a little bit of water damage.
Helps out those tired. Fan of this turmeric powder. Now once that's browned. Papa.
That might be that birch too. No, which was, this was.
Broken from the start, I am nothing more than roses at the side of a busy road. How I'm crawling for a worthy goal. At least I'm not alone in my apathy. There's more like me who don't know how to be, how to reach out to the open arms, how to reach out to the open arms. Blue skies turning red, and I don't know if it's
Good morning, friends, and welcome to the vlog.
Hey, what are you doing?
Hey, what are you doing? It's very loud in here today because we are finally getting our, what would you call it? No, you don't need hand sanitizer.
Hey,
We have some spots here on an exterior door and in the playroom around a window that have like some water damage going on. We've been trying to get it worked on, and today is the day. So we're starting in the playroom right now. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Thank you, God, for feeding me.
what's that?
Amen.
What is that?
That is a vacuum. Cody got me a new cup for Valentine's Day.
And remember, it's not the top cup.
I originally wanted an Ember cup because they keep your, you know, your coffee or whatever you put in it really warm. They have an app and you can control the temperature. Well, then I started using, until I got one of them, I was like, well, I'm just going to go back and using my little Yeti mug. So you've probably seen my Yeti mug before. And I have a few different Yeti tumblers. Started using those. And I realized that in the time that it took me to drink my coffee, it was still really hot in that. Like a fourth of the cost.
No.
Still. Over the cost of that, you can get the new cup.
You just figure out where the seam is on that one.
Hey, what's funny?
Back to what I was saying.
Why you get shy for?
No, I was trying. He come in here to talk. I weren't going to talk over him.
Go.
Comes with a screw lid. None of my other Yeti cups.
Put it down.
None of my other Yeti cups have screw lids. Push it down and then slide it up. So it has a better seal over there on the little mouth spot. Plus, it just feels different to your mouth. Did you put it to your mouth? It's got like more of a slant. Would highly recommend the new 20 ounces. Oh, also another reason is because my mug won't fit in a cup holder. So a lot of times, if y'all don't know this, case, which is the reason why I needed a, I'm leaning over like this, I can't see me. I needed a cup was because it takes me 5,000 years to drink it. So sometimes that means we're leaving the house and I still hadn't drunk it yet. And then I wouldn't be able to take my cup with me, or I would and it would make a mess. So this is perfect. And I love this color. This color is called Sandstone. And if you order from the Yeti website, you can get, it's engraved. So that's like the actual cup back there. That's not a stick. I got a few minutes to do some skincare with y'all. I try to get this in some point in the morning. When Cody's at work, I wait until Ellis goes down for his first nap, and Mila just either plays or she comes in here and hangs out with me. As far as skincare goes in the morning, we keep it super minimal. Y'all know I am not an all the time makeup wearing kind of gal. I think that is why my skin thrives as much as it does because I pay close attention to my skincare, and I keep my skin pretty bare for the most part. But that doesn't mean that I don't wear makeup, because y'all know that I do like to play in it here and there. Not leaving the house today, but because we do have, you know, some people coming in the house, I don't want to look haggard. So I am going to be pulling out some of my TULA stuff. This portion of today's video is going to be sponsored by my friends over at TULA Skincare. I have talked about them in the past multiple times, sponsored or not. You know that I love their stuff. My most favorite product of theirs is hands down these eye balm sticks. This is the rose glow and get it, but they also have the blue version. So if you don't like that pinky tint, they have like the more neutral one. I'm trying to find it somewhere in this bathroom, which I need to clean, by the way. So once we get my skincare done, we're gonna pop some of that under my eyes. It always makes such a huge difference, and I love it with makeup and without makeup. So I love products that I'm able to have like dual purpose for. And then my second most favorite thing is their primers, because this is like, and I've said it in a video before, but I am not a big primer fan when I put on makeup. I feel like it's just not a step that I need to take, because most of the time if I'm putting makeup on, I'm probably being really quick about it, and I don't want to take a whole lot of steps. But the primer is this primer has like a blurring effect, and it's super moisturizing. But they have like different colors, and I don't think I realized that until here recently. So they have the sunrise one, which is for medium skin tones, and then they also have the first light, which is for all skin tones. If they have any other ones, I'll put them here on the screen. But I love it. So I feel like it just makes everything just look so smooth without it looking like you have anything on your face, but everything's just like nice and blurred, almost like a filter or something. I don't know, y'all, but it's great. It is called face filter, so they hit the nail on the head with that marketing. So those two things I'll use. But first I'm going to rinse my face off real quick, and then we're going to go in with some moisturizer, and this is a new product of theirs, so I'm going to talk about that a little bit more in detail, and then we're going to put those two things on. I love TULA's moisturizers. I use their 24/7 moisturizer thing that you can use at day or nighttime. But this is their new Bright Start Vitamin C Antioxidant Brightening Moisturizer. So if you're using this in the daytime, you want to go behind yourself and apply some SPF, especially if you're going outside. Like I did say, this is a daily vitamin C moisturizer, so of course vitamin C is in the mix. It's going to hydrate, brighten, and improve the appearance and texture on uneven skin tones. And it also has hyaluronic acid that's going to deeply hydrate, while antioxidants protect against the damaging effects of blue light and pollution. And just like any moisturizer, you're going to want to put this on clean skin. So I'm just going to do 2 pumps. I really like this. The consistency of this is great. It's not greasy. I don't feel like there's a cast on my face. It has a different consistency than their normal moisturizer, but I really like it. I don't feel it. You know how I don't feel it on my face, but I feel nice and plump. So now we're going to go in with that face filter blurring moisturizing primer. I'm telling you, this is like a miracle in a bottle. You're going to apply about 2 to 3 pumps of this and just blend it into your skin. This primer has what you call sheer complexion boosting pigments in it. Do y'all see what I'm talking about? It looks like I put concealer or something on, but I didn't. Do y'all see that? So you can do that without foundation, like putting on other layers of makeup, or you can just wear it on its own. I like putting it on without anything because it just looks so good. Now we're going to go in with the final step here, which is our Rose Glow and Get It. Like I said, they do have another version of this, which is just like a neutral, cooler tone. This is more of a warmer tone because of the rose gold, and you're just going to go under your eyes with this. You can go under your makeup, or you can even go back and go over your makeup with this, or like I'm doing right now, no makeup at all. And this helps out those tired eyes. I just go in with a finger and blend all that out. But it's cooling, brightening. It just makes me look alive and awake, which is perfect when I don't want to look like I'm trying. I don't want to look like I'm trying too hard, you know, but I just want to look just naturally glowy and alive and awake, and these products do that. So there you go. Look, that is just, I I'm going to make sure to put all of this down below in the description box. And I do have a 15% off code. Here is the code right here on the screen that you're going to be able to use to get that discount. I'll also have a link and everything down below in the description box so that you guys can get your hands on these if you have not already jumped on it. I know a lot of you have messaged me, especially about under eye balm sticks and stuff. Y'all love those. Anytime I do my makeup and y'all see me put that on, everybody's always asking, what was that little stick you put under your eyes? Because you see the instant effect that it has. So make sure to check down below in the description box. And TULA Skincare, thank you so much for working with me on today's video.
Hey, Mama. Oh, I want your dirty
You do
They're
it.
right here, Mama.
What we're having to do is we're having to tear this trim off. We got a little bit of water damage, and I think it's just, I think the wood, the frame's all right. That feels pretty solid. We stuck a knife in it to make sure, but we're going to cut this sheetrock out and frame this back in. But I think what attributed to this was the caulking on the windowsill had cracked and was peeled off, and there was big gaps between the brick and the window. And every time we get a hard rain or something, it would seep in. So, but everything else feels pretty solid.
Hey, Mama.
Shouldn't have any issues once we get those windows caulked back up the way they're supposed to be. So yeah, we got that, and then at the back door. Hopefully we can get all that finished today. Close your eyes. Close them. This cheeks, your forehead. Huh? Yeah. Lipstick. Alright, what else you got? Lip gloss, what is this? Not sure what that is.
What is?
That is your brush.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the day look. And then here's your night look. Cool look.
Yeah.
So you go with these colors for warm day look. And you go with these colors for cool night look.
All done.
All done. You got to put everything back in there. Just scoot
Eyes.
it. Yep, eyes.
And nose.
And nose, yep.
And mouth.
And mouth, yep.
Head.
Head, yep. Where's my ears?
What is?
Yep, ears. Oh, don't stick it in my ears. Don't do that. Quit.
Okay. Mouth. Good ass.
Pretty. Are you ready to go get dressed? Ready to go get dressed and go take your vitamin?
Tried it.
Vitamin.
Tried it.
You ready?
You ready?
Okay. Push it down. Child lock, Daddy.
No.
One.
Say thank you.
Good job.
I'm sure y'all have seen this bathroom by now, and if you have not, go back and watch that video. So our routine in here for meals is she gets her vitamin, and she has brought all these toys in here. Okay, you gotta wait, okay? She eats her vitamin while I do her hair. Her daddy just come in here and give her a vitamin. So to do her hair, she's gonna spritz a little bit of water from where she slept. This will wake up the leave-in conditioner that we spray in her hair. And it just helps to tame it some so we can detangle and get it put into her hair. This part of her hair gets kind of dry and something when she sleeps. Hold on, baby. You need some water? All right. So I make sure to put some extra leave-in spray. This is a curl leave-in conditioner and therapy. I can link it down below. I like to make sure I put some of that back there. And then I'll just lightly spritz it throughout it. This is my favorite brush that defines her curls. And I'll make sure to start in this spot back here that's like I said, dry and kind of matted from where she sleeps. And because it has these like wider teeth, this brush is made for curly hair, for thick curly hair. It helps to bundle those curls together so she has nice big coily curls. Just gonna run through all of her hair, make sure there's no tangles in it, and then we're gonna figure out how we're gonna fix it. We're just gonna do half up, half down. Once we got it in there, that helps it to stay. So we're gonna use this. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I don't really know what to call it exactly. So you tie it like a normal ponytail. If y'all know the name for this, y'all tell me. Stick your finger inside, like under the base of the ponytail. No, ma'am. And then flip the ponytail through it. And then pull it back out. And tighten her back down. That will keep a ponytail in all day for her. And then we can just go over the top of that. Alright, you ready to brush your teeth? Teeth. And then we're gonna put your chapstick on after you brush your teeth. Bubble gum. Mm-hmm. Open. Spit. Say. Yeah, spit. Don't spit while I'm brushing your teeth. Can you go put those in the dirty clothes? Go put them in dirty clothes. This would have been so much easier if you hadn't bought it stuff in your hands. Alright, good job, Mills. Cody is trying to live a better life. I'm not there with him just yet, but he has started doing some turmeric, and I found this turmeric powder, and it has a recipe for a turmeric tea on the back, so he's been making this. Turmeric's good for inflammation, and what else? Is that it?
Sore joints, I guess. Sore
joints, he said. So, while he occupies Mila, I'll make him this. He does make it himself, but Mila requested that he sits with her. So I'm gonna make it and show y'all.
A bit.
A bit.
You get a bit. You get a bit. Are you really fun? You get a bit.
There you go. Look.
Why didn't you tell me you already had water and milk in the microwave? That would have been great information. We do a teaspoon of this turmeric powder. And then we do a teaspoon of cinnamon. And a teaspoon of sugar or honey. And we do honey. You got any ideas where the hamper is? Hi. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hi, buddy. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Where you going? Well, little Papa lays on the floor. Plays with that activity mat. He does have a mat that goes with that, but it's in there where the man's working, so I figured I would just put that one down. I do, when he's not asleep, like to keep him off the back of his head, but because I'm not able to be in here with him because I'm getting this, you know, clothes put in the washing machine. Boy, I sound winded. Trying to get my words together, and I can't be in here with him to watch him. I'm not going to put him on his side or on his belly to make sure he ain't in here suffocating. So I'm just trying to corral up all the laundry, but Mila is really bad for taking the hamper. And it's big enough to transport all the clothes, and I found it. She is so bad for moving it all around the house, and then when I go to need it, I can't find it. So I wash mine, Mila's, and Ellis's clothes together. And Cody, sometimes I'll wash Cody's, sometimes Cody will wash his, but he always folds and puts his clothes away. When I got pregnant with Mila, he asked how he could help take some stuff off my plate, and one of the things was to wash and put away his own clothes. So he does that, and he actually prefers it because he is very particular about the way he folds his clothes. So I'm a lazy folder. I'm a quick and lazy folder. I'm not trying to get it all pristine, and he's all about it being like perfect, and I just ain't about that life. So before you ask where these are from, I just got this one from Home Goods, and of course I still haven't took the tag off yet, so there you go. He needed something and it matches his room. Mila's is from Target, and it has a lid, which I just left sitting in her room, but love that. I can link that one. Might be able to find something similar that I can link for that. That was something really, really helpful that Cody did. He also helps to clean up after I cook and unload the dishwasher and reload it and stuff like that. So if you're trying to, you know, ease up on yourself, let other people help you. Don't try to do everything yourself. Ain't that right, Papa? That's right, he said.
We watch the sun go down over the same old town, like so many times before we
I get asked all the time why I put vinegar in the fabric softener, and it's because it helps freshen your clothes. It keeps the colors nice and bright. It helps to soften them like your fabric softener would. But of course, it's more of a natural approach. It's cheaper. It's just a very smarter option. Now, of course, these are not natural, so it's not like we're trying to be all natural, but these smell so good. They smell just like the baby scented stuff. So I like to use those in the kids' clothes, or mainly Ellis's clothes, but since all of our clothes gets washed together, all of us smells like that. And then my washing stuff, this is hands down the best. Anybody that's ever walked in my house while my clothes are washing or smelled my clothes will all tell you my clothes smell amazing, and it's because we use this and the vinegar. I like these too. So I use these in like our sheets, the towels, Cody's clothes, stuff like this. This one smells really good. If you can find this one, the Old Spice one, that smells really good in men's clothes and on your sheets and towels. It's not super like cologne-y smelling. It just smells really good. Are you ready for some tummy time? Alright, and in case you're wondering, still haven't finished my coffee. So this is why. This is why I need something that's going to keep it hot for longer. So it's been 4 hours. Probably 3 hours and 45 minutes. So almost 4 hours. Yeah, let's go in your tummy. And sometimes I even forget to close that little sliding thing. Good job, buddy. Hi. Show them how good you can hold that head up. It's not like piping hot, but it's not warm. It's hotter than warm, but not hot hot. So does that make sense? So while he is tummy timing, I want to update y'all a little bit on his physical therapy appointment. So I told y'all in one of our last vlogs that he was seeing a physical therapist for his stiffness and his slight head flatness on the side, and she said he will not need another appointment. She is very pleased with his movement, and she could tell that I had been working since we had made the appointment and we first initially talked. So there was about like 2.5 weeks in between there from when we first made the appointment and when he was able to be seen. And he's gotten really good because I've been working really hard. Cody's been trying to help, you know, when he's here, making sure that we're getting him to look the other direction to help work that stiffness out. We were already doing tummy time, but we're making sure that he's not in his swing unless I necessarily have to put him in there, or in his bounce or anything that's where gravity is going to, you know, cause his head to be laying flat on the ground or laying flat in something. We try to keep him out of that, so he sits in his sit-me-up seat or he lays on his tummy or his side. But it is also important for him to lay on his back though, because we want him to strengthen up those legs and get the core muscles all nice and tight and strong so that he can start to sit up on his own, which will be super beneficial for his head, because once he's sitting up on his own, of course he won't have to lay flat on his head anymore. So that will make all the difference in the world. So he's doing really good. We're very proud of him. He's growing like a freaking weed. I went back to look and see how big Mila was. Mila was around 16 pounds when she was 10 months old. He's probably 15, 16 pounds now. And just to update y'all, by the time y'all see this, he will be 4 months old. Oh my gosh. But still, y'all, that's 6 months. So also another thing, I pulled a muscle in my back, which that's no surprise with him being as healthy as he is. So I am going to see a massage therapist. Cody booked me an appointment for a 90-minute massage, which is so necessary. I got one after having Mila, but I haven't had time, which is, this is about the same time I did the one with Mila, but I did like a whole day spa thing. It was fantastic. So just doing a 90-minute massage, that'll be great. I did go to the chiropractor and that helped sort of. It didn't help enough. Like, I've had been taking ibuprofen. Speaking of ibuprofen, I got a tooth pulled, which I think I hyped myself up so bad and thought that it was going to be terrible, and like sort of scared myself into thinking it was going to be, you know, I'm getting a tooth pulled. I thought it was going to be this like big deal, and it wasn't. So that is on the road to getting braces. That wasn't a necessary thing to get the braces. I do need teeth pulled to make room because I have crowding. I have quite a bit of crowding going on. My mouth is not big enough for all the teeth that I got, which I thought was funny because my whole life I was told I had a big mouth. They all lied. I needed some teeth pulled, and that one needed to be pulled anyway, or it needed to have a root canal done. And because I needed to get teeth pulled, it was only smart to go ahead and pull that one. And because that one was infected, we had to go ahead and get that one out. So took my antibiotics for that. They didn't want me to take ibuprofen because they said that can prolong it healing, so I didn't take any. But then shortly after, my back started messing. Oh god, it was so bad. I couldn't hardly move in the bed, couldn't roll over, couldn't get up. But once I got out of the bed in the morning and started moving around, it would disappear. But as soon as I would go back to bed and get up again, it would start over again. Like, it's the craziest thing. So during the day I'm fine, but it's when I go, I guess it's because I get stiff or something when I go to sleep. But I went to the chiropractor and that was all right, but I feel like the massage therapist will really be able to get in there and get to it. And plus the chiropractor I seen that day was kind of gentle. I don't know if he thought it was going to scare me or hurt me, but the man we had before, y'all, that man was probably the higher end of 200, 300, like 300 pounds. And when he went to pop my back, I thought my boobs was going to explode on that table. Like, oh my gosh. I looked at Cody and I was like, yo, you're going to like him. Because Cody's kind of stiff. That's probably where he gets it from. Cody's stiff and he's muscular. So he carries a lot of tension. So most of the time they can't even like really get in there and adjust Cody because he's so stiff. But that man did. But the one I just seen would not have been, unless he's different with men and women. I don't know. But I'll be very happy to go and see that massage therapist. That's next week. That's gonna be great. And I've made an appointment to go get my hair done. So I'm gonna, hopefully I found somebody local finally that's able to do my hair. Because people just, they can't. I have to go all the way back home for people to be able to do it, because they don't understand it. So hopefully I found somebody. If I did, they're like 20-ish minutes away from me. That'll be great. So those are a couple different updates. But as far as braces goes, we just got to make a game plan as far as pulling the rest of my teeth. So they wanted to pull 8 teeth. So I had to have 4 teeth removed for the braces. But they also recommended I go ahead and get the wisdom teeth pulled so that they don't, you know, mess up the work the braces have done, you know, if we leave them in there. So that would be 8 teeth in total. So we got 7 teeth to go. So I wonder if they pulled the wisdom teeth and didn't pull the other teeth, would that be the room that we needed? I'm going to talk about all that because I don't want to pull unnecessary teeth if we don't have to, you know. So anyway, Cody and Mila's outside. The fella that's working in there, he's going back and forth cutting the different pieces to bring them in here. So of course it's a little intimidating to see him like walk in here while I'm talking, so that's why I'm been able to talk a little bit, because he had to walk out. Anyway, I'm gonna play with Elle some, let him see my face. He does really good when you get down there on his level. And we're gonna get ready for lunch and naps. I hope that goes well, because he's right in there next to Mila's room, and I hope she won't be able to hear him working on stuff and actually go to sleep. I'm thinking, because she's been outside with Daddy, she'll be able to knock out. Oh, one more update. Mila no longer sleeps with a sleep sack. She sleeps with a blanket and a pillow, and she's doing really good with that. Y'all, I cried that first day because she done it during nap time. She told me she was ready to go to sleep. She said, "Shreep, blanket." And I said, "You're ready to go to sleep?" I thought she was just joking, but she laid down after I changed her diaper. She like rolled over and asked for the blanket. Blanket? And when I went later in her bed, I said, "You know what? I'm gonna try her with the blanket." And she never took it off. She never budged. So, you know, going off of her and how she's, you know, she's asking for it, and that's when we make these big shifts, I think is working. So we're trying to wait it out as far as the whole potty training thing goes, because I know somebody's probably going to ask that. So we're still waiting. She did tell me that she used the bathroom the other day, but she hasn't told me again since. So I think she's getting closer, and I feel like by the summertime, which is when I was going to do it, like, lean towards doing it anyway because it's hot, I don't want her to be running around naked and being cold. So I was trying to wait till it warmed up, because it's smart to not put any bottoms on them when you're potty training. At least that's what I've been told. I've never potty trained before, so I don't know. This is a whole new world for me. Ain't that right? Did you roll over? Huh? So yeah, so those are the updates on that. She's growing like a weed, and she's learning new stuff every day, and it breaks my heart, but it also makes me so happy. And so is he. Yeah, he's so smart. He's in a leap right now. He's in his 4th leap, and he's making sounds that sound like he's saying mama. In case y'all didn't know, Mila said mama first, and I was hoping that he would say daddy first, but when he cries, it sounds like he's saying mama. And I'm like, oh, Cody, you might not get a young'un that says mama, or it says daddy first. Maybe. So I keep trying to say dada, dada. And he grins. He thinks it's funny, but I ain't heard him say it. So we'll see. I think Mila said it around 5 or 6 months was when she said mama. And I cried. Anyway, so we're going to stop jabbering. We're going to stop jabbering. Cody's trying to calm Ellis down. He woke up. We got a sound machine going outside of Mila's room. We got a sound machine going outside of Mila's room and in Mila's room to try to make sure she doesn't hear the guy working on the window. The dryer's going. It's a lot of noises. I was going to tell you about my new discovery with liquid IV, but I think I'll have to wait for it to be a little bit more quiet. Somebody asked me if I had tried, I was sharing a little nursing concoction that I drink, not necessarily for nursing, but for like making sure you're staying hydrated. Coconut water is like the best thing ever because it's super hydrating, so it's like a, you know, an extra step above just water. But some people can't stand the taste of coconut water. I was one of those people at first when I was pregnant with Mila, but I learned that it has to be like really, really cold. Even if still you can't take it, just add a little bit of pineapple juice to it. So that works out really well. But then somebody asked me if I had tried mixing liquid IV with it, and I was like, no. So some of y'all might remember when I was pregnant, I mentioned that I was an affiliate with them. affiliate or not, I freaking love their stuff. Honestly, I did not like it at first. I didn't like it, I didn't love it, nothing at first. They reached out to me and sent me 2 or 3 flavors. I can't remember, but I think it was like 3 flavors. Maybe like passion fruit or something, acai berry, and lemon lime. I think those are the ones they sent me. I didn't like any of them. I was like, Cody, you can have these. I'm not mentioning them because I just don't want to be that girl that just bashes brands. So I was like, I'm just not gonna mention them at all. But when I became pregnant with Ellis, I was like, okay, I really need to make sure I'm getting my water in. And it was so much harder, you know, that time being pregnant, because now I have a toddler running around too. So it was extra hard trying to make sure I was keeping hydrated and drinking all my water. So let me just try some different flavors of the liquid IV. Maybe that's what it is, because everybody's talking about how good it is and I didn't like any of them. So I ordered the guava and the strawberry and the tangerine. The tangerine has extra vitamin C in it, which is great for your immune system. So we tried those. I fell in love. I also don't follow the normal mixing instructions. I think it's like to like a bottle of water, like a 16.9 ounce bottle of water. I do mine in either a 20 to 40 ounces of water. So I like mine kind of like more watered down. I think the flavor is strong, so I do mine in more water, which is still good because I'm getting even more water in my system than the 16.9. So it's supposed to like triple your water intake or double it or something. I don't know the logistics behind it, but I do know that my favorite flavors now in order are guava, pina colada, strawberry, and tangerine. Hands down, my most favorite things ever. And so what I do now is I have my big Stanley 40 ounce cup. I'll try to find it. These go out of stock often. They are hard to get. I snatched me and Cody up one of the last times they came back in stock, but if I can find that, I'll link that too. So I do 15 to 20 ounces of coconut water, 15 to 20 ounces of regular, you know, water and ice, and I do a liquid IV. I didn't do that today. I just did water today because I was doing the pina colada flavor. I did notice that the pina colada flavor with the coconut water was strong. I mean, so it was still good, but it almost reminded me like a Kool-Aid or something. Like it was very strong. So I'm just doing pina colada with just water, but the guava with that coconut water is bomb. Guava is my favorite one. So if you don't like coconut water, but you're trying to, if you're nursing like me and you're trying to, and it also helps with your production. So your milk production, because you need to stay hydrated. Water is your best friend when nursing, so that's like the #1 reason. And just if you just look at getting your water intake in, liquid IV is the bomb. This is not in any way affiliated with them right now, me saying all of this, but I do have an affiliate link that I'll put down below. I do have a code. Pretty sure it's page Danielle. Pretty sure. I'll put whatever it is on the screen and it'll save you some money. Alright, Alice is down for another nap. Me and Mila are hiding around here in our bedroom. She's obsessed with monsters. She is loving the new Hotel Transylvania that's on Prime. So we're hiding in here because she can't go around here to play. I'm trying to see if I can show y'all some updates. I'm gonna go get the clothes out of the dryer, okay?
Okay.
I'll be right back. Okay.
History, yeah, yeah. But the way you've been crossing the line, oh, it's something in me that says it's fine. Hoping you wouldn't change me. Got the same old thoughts, be my referee. I will be alright, never cut it right, but somehow you make me change. Like I'm better off with you. Kinda used to these bad think I'm better off with it.
All right, guys. Look at that. The paint is not an exact match. And that's a, fault. Did he go to Home Depot or Lowe's? Lowe's was supposed to color match the piece that he brought in, but it's slightly yellow, and you can see that on camera. But he replaced all of this, all of this, all of that paneling there. It looks great though. And then in here, Cody's got to put this window thing back, blind cover thing back over this window. But all of this, I'm gonna put on the screen here what it looked like when he tore into the wall. But you can tell here too. You can tell in here better than you can in the playroom, the paint difference. So I guess we're gonna try to get that figured out. All right, I need to whip up something real fast, and I don't know. You want spaghetti?
Okay, wait.
Spaghetti?
No. That way.
I can do spaghetti. Watch out. Or rotini. Wanna do some rotini?
Yeah, what?
You what? Spaghetti's pretty quick. My sauce ain't got to simmer. I mean, it would be like better, but it's still gonna be good. First, we'll start off with a pound of meat of choice. So that's going to be different for everybody. You can do Italian sausage. You can do ground beef, ground chicken, I guess, if you want to. I've never done no ground chicken, but I pretty much, or you can do ground venison. I've done it with that a lot, but we don't have any deer meat to do that with. And I've been using ground turkey for a lot of stuff, and you can't tell the difference. It's cheaper and healthier than ground beef. I do the 93.7, I think, or 97.3. One of them. It's the one with the green label. The Butterball brand. Now, once that's browned, I have a secret. My secret ingredient to my spaghetti sauce is manwich. It gives it a little bit of something that I cannot replicate without using that. So we're going to use a 24 ounce can. I use different ones. I've tried the Rouse, Rose, however you say it. I've tried those. It was really good. Prego, Great Value, whatever they got in stock, I'll get it. So we use all that. We use that, and I like to use a can of tomatoes. Either I'll do just the plain diced tomatoes. That's a 14.5 ounce can, or I'll do a 10 ounce can of diced tomatoes with green chilies. Either's good. I pulled them both out to show y'all. So I'll make that sauce. I'll add in a little bit of brown sugar. That will help cut some acid from the tomatoes. You could use white sugar too. I've done both. And then season to taste. So as far as seasoning goes, pepper, salt, crushed red pepper, Italian seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder, all the goods. And like I said, to taste. So once the sauce gets to boiling pretty good, I'll taste it and see what it needs, and then let it cook a little bit longer, of course, while my noodles are boiling. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some water on so that can get to boiling, and that's pretty much it. we're gonna eat. Ellis, I'm pretty sure Ellis just woke up, so I'm gonna go check him. We're gonna eat supper and call it a night.
Woo-ha.
It just, yeah. Can you say bye-bye?
You want it?
See you later.
Peace out. Good night.
Have a beautiful and blessed night.